Hello everyone, my name is Christian Brindle. I run a company called Everything Senior Insurance, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can run a very simple prescription drug comparison for your individual Part D plans and show you how you can decide which one is the best one for you, and then also just self-enroll into those plans. Okay, there's been some changes where pretty much every single insurance company in the Medicare industry will not allow an agent or broker to actually help you with enrolling into these standalone prescription drug plans if you have a Medicare supplement plan. So we felt like the next best thing was for us to put out some education as to how you can do this on your own, and it's actually pretty simple. The best place to do this with the most accurate information we found is Medicare's website, which is medicare.gov, which is we are on now. So the way that this works is you go to this home screen of medicare.gov and you scroll down a little bit to where you can see Find Health and Drug Plans. Now you're going to click on this, scroll down a little bit, and let's just say we want to look for plan year 2026. I will put in a Utah zip code since I live in Utah, and I'll hit continue. It's going to ask what type of plan we want to look at. Let's say we're looking at individual standalone Medicare Part D drug plans. This would be Medicare Advantage plans, which we can help you with, any broker can help you with, and there's so many benefits to using a broker, even past enrollment, so we highly recommend not doing this yourself for Medicare Advantage. Medicare Advantage plans are far more complicated than just prescription coverage. There's doctor networks, there's all kinds of things, but for the standalone prescription drug plans, this is going to be your best option. So you click Find Plans. It's going to ask you if you have Medicaid or any type of assistance paying for your prescriptions, which impacts your costs in a positive way. It actually means that you don't have as much cost that you're associated with. Let's just pretend that you don't. I'm going to say I don't get any help from any of these programs. We'll hit continue. It'll ask, do you want to see your drug cost when you compare plans? I'm going to hit yes. And then it's going to ask to put in the specific list of medications. So I'm going to put in a very simple list. For an example, let's say I'm taking lisinopril for high blood pressure. It will give me a drop down once I start typing it in. That's how I know I'm spelling it right. I'm going to hit add drug. It's going to ask for the specific dosage. And the things you want to keep in mind on your individual medications is if you're taking a tablet, if you're taking a capsule. With some medications, this can make a difference. Also, how many tablets a day am I taking? Let's just say I'm taking one a day. That would be 30. I'm going to hit add to my drug list. And there it is. I'll add a few more just for the sake of example. I'll put in some common medications that we see a lot of people taking. Omeprazole, oftentimes used for acid reflux or stomach challenges. Let's just say, for the sake of example, we're taking 10 milligram capsules delayed release, and we're taking 2 per day. That would be 60. Then we'll add one more. Let's add levothyroxine, and let's just say this is the correct dosage. So we verified that. We'll hit add to drug list. And just for fun, let's put in an expensive one, Eliquis, that is also often used as an alternative to Xarelto, if any of you are familiar with that. And let's just say this is our common dosage. So this is a perfectly reasonable and common drug list that we would see. We'll hit done adding drugs. Now it's going to have you pick your pharmacies. I always recommend picking mail order so you can compare the costs, because many insurance companies will lower your costs by using the mail order. You can expand the mile radius right here. It's going to default to 5 miles. And you can compare more than one pharmacy. As you can see, there's multiple options down here where my mouse is, and compare the cost. Let's just say we're picking CVS, and we're going to compare CVS with the mail order on each individual plan. I'm going to hit this next button that goes continue to view plans. And as you can see, the best plan that comes up for me is going to be this plan right here. Now, what Medicare.gov does is, if you pay attention here, it shows the retail costs here and the mail order costs here, estimated for the whole year of 2026. Now, this includes your plan's premium if you have a plan premium. So this plan does not have a plan premium, one of very few in this area, but if it does have a premium, it includes it to your yearly costs. So it's your out-the-door costs. Any deductibles, copays, and premium all neatly factored into one amount. If I scroll down, you'll notice there are other plans, and it just gets more expensive the more I go down. So let's say I want to compare this plan I can hit add to compare. It lets me do 3 at a time. This plan and this plan. I will hit compare, and I can see them at a bird's eye 10,000 foot view. I can see that all 4 of my medications entered are covered. If it said 3 of 4 or 2 of 4, there would be a couple that were not covered by the plan at all, and that would make my cost much higher. It shows me if this pharmacy I chose is a preferred pharmacy for me or not. Mail order typically always is because it's their own mail order service they're using. Let's say I wanted to look at this plan. I can click plan details here, and I can see a lot more details the more I scroll down. So I can see the premium, I can see the prescription drug deductible per year. A lot of these plans that have prescription drug deductibles do not have them apply to all medications. Typically, they don't apply to generics on a lot of plans. Not 100% of the time, but that's typically going to be the case. Here's my list of prescriptions. So I can see if that all looks correct. And then it shows me my yearly costs per medication here. That's kind of nice. The lion's share of my costs here is Eliquis, which is not a surprise. It's a kind of pricey brand name prescription. And then it shows me again my yearly costs. It also tells me when I'm estimated to meet my deductible. If I go through the mail order, it's January. That's not a surprise because they do 90-day supplies at a time. Here's my month-to-month breakdown for the year. So since I have that large deductible, I would be going through that in the first few months of the year. And then once I meet it in March, my costs drop down quite a bit in April. So I can see my month-to-month breakdown. I can also see, if I click on View More Drug Coverage here, what tiers my medications are in. So levothyroxine, lisinopril, both tier 1s, the lowest tier that you can possibly be. The lower the tier, the lower the cost. That's a good way to think about it. Omeprazole is a tier 2, and Eliquis is a tier 3. I can see if the prescriptions have any prior authorizations notices, step therapy requirements, or quantity limits. Quantity limits is they have a certain dosage that they might want some special approvals from your doctor before they'll cover. It actually tells me right here what the quantity limit is. So quantity limits amount 74. So if I take more than 74 on a 30-day supply, I might need to get special approvals. This one's 60. And then once you have actually determined which plan that you actually want to get into, it is prior to open enrollment, October 15th when I'm recording this video, but typically there will be a big button around here that says enroll, and you can enroll directly with the insurance company, or you can call this non-member's phone number and talk to someone and do it over the phone. Hold times are typically very long during open enrollment, so the hold times might be difficult and lengthy. So we do recommend doing it on the website if you're able to do so. I would also recommend if you do any self-enrollment activities on your own with prescription drug plans this open enrollment, that you save your confirmation numbers in case you need to track your application later. Since you're not able to use a broker for this anymore, it's important that you track these things because that's one of very, very many things that brokers typically will do for you. This is the only type of Medicare plan that insurance companies will not let brokers work with you on anymore. This is due to some kind of lasting effects of some regulations that the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services and our federal government have pushed down that have kind of caused this domino effect. We still want you to have the information though. If you have any questions, please comment them down below. You can also reach out to our office. Our number will be here on the screen. And we are here to help any way that we can, but this is going to be your best way of finding your best prescription drug plan going forward if you have a Medicare supplement plan. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, you want a Medicare Advantage plan, want information about a Medicare Advantage plan, or maybe you want information on your Medicare supplement plan to lower your rate, anything like that, give our office a call. We're licensed in 46 states, and we can help you with an abundance of different options on both of those segues. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, comment on it, your thoughts, subscribe for weekly updates and Medicare information. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm Christian Brindle with Everything Senior Insurance. Happy Medicare.